it's got to be in red.
Yeah.
Right. Here we are outside flat 4, number 36 Alderney Street, Pimlico. This is where the Gareth Williams story ended. He was a mathematical genius, a GCHQ worker who was seconded to MI6 in September 2009, due to leave in September 2010, and on 23rd of August 2010 his naked body was found zipped in a holdall, north face holdall, inside that bag in a bath in flat 4. As to how the police came to see him, it was said that his employers, worried he hadn't turned up at work that day, contacted the police. That seems rather unlikely. They could have sent their welfare officer over here. I don't think police normally visit people who don't turn up at work. Not, maybe they do in China or whatever, North Korea, but not here, as far as I'm aware. And then from that it came out that he'd been involved in monitoring Taliban communication via Skype for MI6, involved in cyber crimes, opposing cyber crimes, including Russian finance, transactions of Russian financial money, and other matters which I go into in greater detail in the magazine article for Notes From the Borderland, issue 10, which examines this case in great detail. There are a number of other clips of various other sites of Williams' interest, but perhaps this in a way is the most important one. As can be seen from the locality and the wonderful sort of Georgian buildings, the idea of a naked body found in a bag in a sort of an early Victorian setting brings to mind Sherlock Holmes, and it really is a Sherlock Holmes type mystery that nobody's claimed responsibility for it. There's been lots of fog of misinformation has gone on about this case. I'm just checking to see there's nothing missing. And also, this is the location that a mystery couple, Mediterranean couple, in June or July 2010, allegedly buzzed the buzzer here behind to get into the block of flats to visit somebody called Pierre Paolo, but the couple didn't have a key to his flat, or they were let in. If they were let in by somebody, why didn't they just buzz flat 4 straight away? It just doesn't make sense. The other thing that we've established by other photographs we've taken along the way is there are CCTV cameras on this street, even though it's been said in I Spy magazine that there aren't. We come across a very nice one at the corner. We've come across CCTV cameras at the Pimlico station. So where is all this missing CCTV or still footage? Why have we only had footage released of him at Holland Park station rather than here? These are many questions which are the article which I've written attempts to answer, or to provide provisional answers to. I'm not saying we have all the definitive answers, but hopefully we have formulated the correct questions and disposed of the conspiracy theories and so on along the way. That's it from this location for now. We're at the junction of Alderney Street and Clarendon Street. Just panning in what is very clearly a camera, so the assertion by some that there are no cameras on this street goes. This is the Windermere Hotel. Which has known to have security cameras. There's one, and there's another one. And this is at the junction with Alderney Street, so we've got cameras in both directions from his house. Right, we're outside the Quinlan Terry, I think that is designed headquarters of MI6, not to receive our monthly stipend. But because these, we've earlier on we just made a sort of short 10-minute walk from Williams' home to here. Probably the walk he might have taken, or he might have cycled that way. We're just outside, quite pleasant surroundings, nobody else here, absolutely clear being a target. target. Who knows, or perhaps there's an airstrike imminent. Now, MI6 and MI6 operatives are relevant to this story for two reasons. First of all, because he worked for them, and more specifically because in the most important date in the timeline of Williams's life, on the 18th of August, while he was on holiday, it is said he failed to turn up at work for a meeting. His sister, Seri Sub, who seems to have been intimidated into silence thus far, actually claims she spoke to him that day, so the two may or may not be connected. And then we're asked to believe that on the 23rd, a few days later, next Monday, when he failed to actually turn up for his scheduled work, MI5 then called in the police, who went to see what had happened to him. Now, it has been suggested by I Spy magazine that there was a panic button at the address, and I think we've already seen how much surveillance there was in the area, but I cannot believe somebody as significant as Williams was that they wouldn't have decided to look after or to look into. I was going to say one of their own, but one of the problems is he wasn't quite one of their own, although I can't think of any reason to travel to Cheltenham. Yeah, there's one of our avian operatives just mounting counter surveillance. He was actually a GCHQ employee seconded to here, and it's suggested that maybe MI6 didn't show great interest in his welfare. In particular, it's been suggested that in February 2010 he complained he was being followed, which is a month after his childhood friends saw him learning new identities and having fake passports. But that, I don't think that'll come out of the inquest at all, but that's something to bear in mind. The second most significant reason, apart from what he did in his life and MI6's responsibility for him, is this seems to be the origin of the most despicable stories about Williams's private life that emerged after his death, ranging from stuff about sadomasochistic paraphernalia to the source for the inimitable Sun headline, "Murdered Spook was cross-dresser," and so on. That sexual angle, which more recently seems to have been blocked, was originated here, and I think responsibility must come back here.